It was March 2014. I got a call from architect Renzo Piano. He said, "Pietro, there's a job in China." He started telling me about this project with his typical enthusiasm and passion. At one point I said, "Listen, Renzo, I'll have to go to Nice in 2 weeks. Maybe on the way there, I can stop in Genoa, and you can tell me a bit more about this." His answer was quite simple. "No, Pietro, maybe you don't get it. Over in China, they're waiting for you." A week later, I was here in Hangzhou, this beautiful city, to learn about my role in this wonderful project. This new area will include 17 buildings. Some of them will go to JNBY, a famous Chinese fashion brand. Others to Goa, a large architecture studio. Both companies will move their headquarters here.
I really appreciate Renzo Piano's architecture. That's why I immediately thought of him. Renzo Piano suggested using concrete for the core buildings. However, we were concerned about the quality of Chinese concrete. It was then that Renzo Piano came up with Pietro Dottor. He also said that we would meet a true maestro.
One of the main features of this project is the construction of a huge architectural concrete surface. Architectural concrete is a type of architectural wall whose finished effect is visible. It was a huge challenge for Dottor Group, as the quality levels requested for this project exceeded those of the Kimball Museum and Punta della Dogana. Moreover, Dottor Group had never carried out such a large project in the past. In particular, this project included architectural concrete walls for a total surface of 40,000 square meters. Dottor Group had made walls measuring about 4,000 square meters, but definitely not 40,000. This was not only a matter of mere quantity. The key factor was that a 10 times bigger project comes along with a much bigger organizational challenge. We normally operate as general contractor to manage our projects. For this one, I needed to work with my own people. We are the biggest Italian expatriate community in China, 110 men and women. We rely on more than 20 Italian Chinese translators that support our staff on the building sites.
.
From a technical point of view, I think the biggest collaboration is Core E. Core E features the most complex building of the entire project. A central core sustaining a cantilevered structure consisting of 4 stories. The cantilevered frame rests on the walls of the central core. Therefore, it's vital that these walls withstand considerable traction. Since concrete has a low traction strength, we had to add quite a lot of steel to Core E. This type of steel structure is very common in China. As for the exterior, architectural concrete was chosen. This was in line with the requirements of the architect and to achieve better consistency with the rest of the project. The Core E project presented a unique contradiction: a steel frame on the inside and architectural concrete on the outside. In the concrete, there are several elements: the steel structure and the reinforcement, as well as the spaces for the needle vibrators. Our engineers and structural engineers are working together to overcome this contradiction. It's a very difficult core. We're going to pour 150 cubic meters of concrete in one go in 3 hours. To do this, we had to patent a pouring system with pipes leading into the formwork. This allows all the concrete to be poured in one go, at the same rate all along the 70-meter-long perimeter of the building. The idea is to avoid all joints in the structure. Such challenges made for very delicate and a difficult task.
Pietro is an interesting person and a friend. In Hangzhou, in these 3, actually almost 4 years, we studied and worked together on many aspects of this project. Pietro is very creative. He always comes up with lots of ideas, which he is eager to test. He is not scared of taking risks. I really like people like him.
The moment we take down the formwork, the whole thing is finished. No plasterer, painters, or upholsterer. Nothing else to be done. The wall will be completed. I think quality has much to do with beauty and attention to detail. Our background is restoration, that is both artistic and architectural restoration, anything that has to do with culture and history. Making something that requires so much attention is a very long process. Hundreds of elements working together. If one of them is off, the whole castle will come down. Before this, everyone thought concrete structures could be centimeter perfect, but now, after this project, I think we've achieved millimeter accuracy. That is, the same level of accuracy that's required to build steel structures and facades. Both in China and in the rest of the world, this project will be considered a new milestone for the entire sector of architectural concrete.
My great wish is for this project to have a beneficial influence on the construction sector of the whole city.
The Chinese construction industry is growing fast. However, a company that works with this much attention to detail is a novelty. I think Dottor Group has given us a glimpse of what the future of Chinese construction holds for us: scrupulous work and great attention to detail.
就是做事情很认真。